Today I'm going to show you a simple approach on how you can comp and improvise over fully altered dominant chords. So fully altered dominant chords are dominant 7 chord with a flat 9, sharp 11, and flat 13. And guitar players in particular have a hard time with it because we only have 4 fingers, 6 strings, 4 fingers, and there's only so much that we can play. So how do we approach this? How do we deal with it? So today I'm going to show you how to deal with that from comping and from improvising. So the example I'm going to use today is a B7 fully altered chord. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use F7 for comping and for improvising. The reason why F7 is so great is because it shares the same scale source for the B7 fully altered, the C melodic minor scale. So here's our C melodic minor scale: C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, C. So if you build that C melodic minor scale up starting from the B, you end up getting a B7 fully altered chord. And if you build that C melodic minor starting on F, you get an F13 sharp 11 with natural 9s. So they share the same set of notes. So it makes life easy now to take this 4-part F7 shape and use it as a voicing and as target tones and improvising notes for the B7 fully altered. Now we're dealing with 4 notes, and the best part about it is 2 of the notes are definitive, so they give you the definitive tones for that B7, and 2 of the notes are color, so you get some of that chromatic or that altered sound within the chord voicing. So let's look at F7 relative to B7. F, the root of F7, happens to be the sharp 11 of the B7 fully altered. The A of that F7 chord happens to be the flat 7 of your B7 fully altered. The C of that F7 chord happens to be the flat 9th, which is another desirable note. And then the E flat is my 3rd relative to B7. So I get my 3rd and my flat 7, which is the tritone, the whole definitive aspect of B7 fully altered, but then I get the sharp 11 with the F and the flat 9 with the C. So it's fully definitive plus a couple of nice tones in there. So in terms of comping, if you want to make life simple, you can just use a basic F7, root 3, 5, flat 7. So your basic 4-part voicings for F7. So if I do F7 starting with the root on top, F7 starting with the 3rd on top, F7 with the 5th on top, and F7 with the flat 7 on top, any of those voicings will work. So let's take a 2-5-1 and E minor, and then I'll use F7 as voicings for that B flat altered, and I'll get to E minor, and you'll hear that 2-5-1 sound. The 2 chord. So you see, you can use just those basic chord voicings. Now, if I wanted to do it and add a little bit more motion, here's the 2 chord. So it works great. Now let's get into some basic improvising examples. So like I said, when I'm improvising over these fully altered chords, I'm just thinking about a basic 4-part dominant 7 chord, and it makes life a lot easier. So let's do this first example where it's more of a scale type of idea. So it is a C melodic minor scale idea, starting on the note D, and I'm just going to go down the scale. But this is basically just to give you an idea of what this sounds like when you use F7 instead of some crazy B flat voicing or B voicing. So here's the 2 chord, 2-5-1 and E minor. So 2. That's just using a scale, walking up and down the scale. Here's the second example where I'm using F7 as the basis for improvising over a 2-5-1 in minor. So here's my F sharp minor 7 flat 5. more time. So in that example, I'm just using approach notes to the chord tone. So I'm really just playing an F7 arpeggio using some approach notes. So here's the fifth, going down a half step to approach the fifth with a chromatic approach, into the third, another approach note from below into the seventh, then the fifth, then to the root of E minor 7. But I'm really just thinking this. That arpeggio, and then I'm getting all these ideas off of that arpeggio. Here's another example where I'm just using the F7 arpeggio as the key notes for my improvising in this 2-5-1 in E minor. So here's my F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and here's my line. So what I did is F, just using the arpeggio. This is just an arpeggio line. F, A, C, E flat, F, A, F, E flat takes me to the 7th of E minor. So one more time. Here's an example where I'm just hanging a simple idea on the chord tones. So all I'm going to do is, starting on the root, I'm just thinking root 3, 5, 7, but I'm dressing it up. So the root, down a step, up a step from the root, F, E, G, F. Then I'm going to hang that idea starting on the third. A flat, B natural, A. Then I'm going to start it on the fifth. C, B natural, D, C. Then I'm going to start it on the flat 7th, E flat, D, F, back to E flat. So resolving to the flat 7 of that E minor 7. So let's do it in the 2-5-1. So I'm going to have links for this PDF. All this information will be on the PDF, and I'll put it in the Patreon. And then also, if you want to figure out how to get more melodic ideas and stuff like that, check out the book Chromatic Approach to Melodic Development, which shows you how to develop all kinds of these ideas that I came up with today.